Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Stonks Maxxing, day 161. So big day, the day after Liberation Day. If I'm watching this in the next year or two, 2 years, 3 years, it's a historic moment. I think S&P is down 3 to 4%, 5%, geez. Okay, so 4.84%. NASDAQ is down 5.4%. Then Dow Jones Index is down 4%. So yeah, pretty rough day for markets. This is in reaction to Trump's tariff policy yesterday. 10% baseline tariffs, no questions asked. Every single country in the entire world, except for Russia, which I guess is under trade sanctions, North Korea, Cuba, and another trade sanction country, and then Canada and Mexico because they're part of a separate trade agreement. And then reciprocal tariffs, it seems like the consensus is the reciprocal tariffs were calculated, I believe, taking the total exports or potentially the total trade balance as the denominator and then taking the trade deficit as a numerator. So the total trade volume, denominator, the trade deficit in the numerator, you take that ratio and that gives you the tariff. I have to double check that. But that's supposedly what the calculation is, which is kind of dubious. Okay, but aside from that, I still want to work on my TSMC model today. I think what I'm going to do right now is understand some of the key end markets. So when TSMC reports their revenues, they break it down by platform. So high performance compute, mobile, Internet of Things, consumer electronic devices, automobile, I believe is one, and then other. So I think there's 6. We can double check that. Drive, just to be sure. Oh, not Micron. Let's go TSMC. Then also want their 20F. Why it's locked? Okay. Automotive, and this one should be consumer electronic devices. There we go. So we can see here that high performance compute definitely is the biggest, but let's do this. I'd actually group Apple So, okay, let me add text box. HP, high performance compute customers. Okay, definitely add NVIDIA here. AMD. I don't know if I would put Qualcomm on this list. I would put them maybe under the mobile. I guess they could fit both in both the I'm trying to think. How should I group this? Do I want to group it by like GPUs, CPU, so like the actual end product? I would take I would say that this is probably the ASICs. So the application specific customers. So CPU customers. Definitely AMD is part of this. And I believe NVIDIA too, Qualcomm as well. Oh, and Apple. Okay. I'm trying to position this the best. Okay, so AMD, NVIDIA, Qualcomm, Intel, definitely. It's also part of this group. Oh, I just realized this, yeah, this stream is kind of screwed. Okay, sorry. How do I? This is not that intuitive. Okay, so Intel is on here, and then GPU customers. So NVIDIA is on there. AMD is also on there. Who else makes GPUs? I guess I could also just add like maybe like a short description. Okay. So TPU, tensor processor units, yeah. I want to make this a bit bigger. I can barely read it. TPU. Maya, I believe. And then Amazon Trainium Inferentia. And then Meta actually as well. So Meta. Oops. So MTIA. Intel is currently using So Core Ultra series of CPUs being built, and then I put Apple as the M series CPU. And then also Qualcomm is making the Snapdragon series of CPUs. Maybe Snapdragon CPU. Then I believe this one is the Hopper or Grace CPU. Okay, so we have that, and then on the NVIDIA side for the GPUs, I know they do, so Blackwell, Hopper, I think I forgot what the atom. What does A stand for in A100? Ampere, okay. AMD, so they, I guess there's two classifications of GPUs, right? There's the, what I call high-end data center GPUs, and then consumer-grade gaming GPUs. And it seems like AMD, they do it, and then NVIDIA does it too. I'm just gonna put MI series GPU. So AMD has a few things on their plate, I believe. So on the consumer side, let me delete this. On the consumer side, they have Zen, and then Epic. That's the enterprise. Okay, and then I think automotive. So high performance compute. I guess networking chips also. So it's networking customers. Networking customers, FPGA customers, and then I think these are the main technologies. Okay, I believe, let's see, Broadcom. I guess I can just add them here. So Broadcom definitely is one of their customers. And I think ARM might be as well. I think they're dabbling into the chip game. So I know Broadcom, Jericho, and then Jericho, Tomahawk. So I think these are their networking chips. I forgot exactly what's used for what. I think one is used for routers, and then one is used for switches. But I forgot the distinction between the two. I think Cisco too, so their Nexus Silicon logo. Can double check just to be sure. Nexus series. some of its Nexus chips. Okay. Okay. And I believe those ARM design chips. Ah, okay. So this is actually going to be pretty bad for Intel AMD on the x86 side. Okay. Okay, so I guess that'll put them on this ARM logo. Data center CPU. Okay. Data center CPU. Oops, this is not good. Actually, maybe this isn't the best place to put it. I could add this to. I can create a sheet called like a customer. So customer list ARM CPU. Okay, so CPU, ARM, AMD, Qualcomm, Intel, NVIDIA, Apple. And NVIDIA, okay, believe. I didn't even think of it. TSMC financial reports. Okay, let me see. I need to go soon. Shoot. Today's National Burrito Day. But it seems like our school's burrito, our school's Qdoba is not participating. Okay, it's unfortunate. Customers. Oops. Oh wait. Some major customers reporting representing at least 10% of net revenues. Okay. Let's see if they have like Apple. No, NVIDIA. Okay. Damn, okay. Seems like our Qdoba dreams are falling apart. Okay. Jam. Oops. Copy. I guess it won't let me do that. Do have this, which is nice. Advanced Micro Devices, AWS, Broadcom. So Broadcom, Infineon, MediaTek, Nvidia, NXP, Sony. Okay, so actually, I don't know, what does MediaTek do? MediaTek. Okay. Does sound like it's used for consumer. So I would maybe not group this into the high performance range. Okay. Okay, so HPC. We also have Internet of Things, automotive. So I definitely think Tesla's here. Tesla, probably, I wouldn't say Mobileye. Mobileye probably has their relationship with Intel. Okay, so automotive. I wonder what Uber uses for, or Waymo. I'll put Waymo for now. Okay. Consumer electronic devices. Okay, so consumer electronic devices. MediaTek seems like one. Sony also, potentially. Okay. Internet of Things. I actually don't know what goes in here. Okay, mobile too. So mobile, I'd imagine so Apple, probably Qualcomm, Samsung, maybe? So Chinese phone companies, not sure. I'd imagine probably not. Google, yeah. So I believe Apple makes their A series system on chips. I'm curious on the mobile side. Oh, okay, smartphone. That's what it's called. Okay. Addition to comprehensive. So 3nm FinFET enhanced, as well as comprehensive intellectual properties to further enhance chip performance, reduce power consumption, and decrease chip size. Okay. I don't know what's actually in the Qualcomm phone system on chips. Are these? Snapdragon. I don't know what's the... Okay, automotives. Okay, that's not super helpful. So also Snapdragon, it seems like. Wow, I mean, I see a lot of brands I recognize. All right, Waymo chips. Wow, okay. Okay, so that's still, it's not super certain, it seems like. Tesla chips. Dojo chip. Okay. Okay, so the fully self-driving chip, Dojo chip, Okay, so this can very quickly spiral into something pretty complicated. Yeah. So it does seem like Qualcomm then. Snapdragon. So automotive, semiconductor, chip designers. Oh, okay, I didn't realize. Oh, God. Oh, I need to eat some food. I can feel. Okay, I have to double check these because. Finion. So they manufacture their chips. Okay. Does manufacture on TSMC. Okay, so they do have a JV, it seems like, which actually can make this a lot more complicated. Okay, so joint ventures. TSMC, Bosch, and Finion. NXP. So this is August 2023. (16 to 12 nanometer). Okay, so it seems like Infineon. So this could be NXP Semiconductors. And Bosch? And then On Semiconductors also seems like a potential. Yeah, this could be a GPT query, and then I'm gonna probably end this here. Let me. So our NXP, On, Infineon, Bosch, and what else did I have on my list? Just those. Okay, I feel like there were some more that I wanted. Nope. Oh, I think. ST Microelectronics. Okay, I don't even know why I am using O3 mini high. Okay. I'll see what the response is, but might have to query it again. So NX, oh, shoot. So I guess what we could do is just go with a customer, so aggregate customer list, NXP Semiconductors, industry, semiconductor design, geography, Netherlands. Yeah, that's rough. Along with Sony Inside Secure and supplies NFC chipsets that enable mobile phones to be used to pay for goods. And okay, interesting. Dell specialty. Some mobile semis, call it near field communication, NFC, RFID. So fab, yes. On power and sensing chips, so whatever that means. Infineon. Semiconductor design. Plus manufacturing. It honestly sounds like these are all manufacturers. Okay. Power, automotive, security, chips. Bosch. And then ST Micro Electronics. Okay, IDMs, interesting. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. They're doing semiconductor design and manufacturing. Okay, so that's actually pretty helpful. So maybe on this Canva, it could be interesting to make a. So we have our high performance compute. We'll call this like our IDMs, or integrated device manufacturers. Oh, I just realized. Okay. Totally forgot there's an event today going on. That's free lunch, so I might free dinner. I might go to that. You need to charge my iPhone though. Okay, it's from 6 to 8, so let me see. Oh, I just realized, okay, my computer's about to die. All right, seems like the bus is not running anymore. Shoot. It's on a discounted schedule. All right, I'm gonna do this and then I need to head out of here. So on semiconductor. Logo. All right, nice. So on semi, do Texas Instruments logo. Infineon logo. I feel like a lot of logos look like this. NXP Semiconductors logo. Okay, so on semi, NXP, Infineon, ST Microelectronics logo. Nice. I feel like I'm missing one more. Okay, IDM. Integrated device manufacturers. Okay, Samsung. Yeah. And I guess totally forgot about Intel as well. Oops. So Samsung, Intel logo. Yeah, I don't know if I should include memories here, but analog devices logo. Okay. All right, so this is our list of integrated device manufacturers. Might be able to create a nice chart with that. I think this is also pretty helpful here. So I'm gonna save this for now, go eat some dinner, and then probably study for my exams, unfortunately, before I do any more TSMC work. Okay, thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.